All right, it's opening weekend at Sam Houston Race Park, and I'm so pleased to be joined by this young superstar trainer, Jayde Gelner. Little smile. We'll crack a little smile. 23 years old. I don't even think I need to go into too much introduction because you've been making a name for yourself in several jurisdictions. But boy, we're happy to have you back in Texas. How's the year starting out for you, Jayde?
So far so good, so hopefully we'll keep on going. 28
stalls here at Sam Houston, so we're happy to have you. We're going to talk a little bit about some of your other Texas accomplishments, but 2 years ago, 2022, you were starting out on your own, and you had some goals for yourself. You won, I think it was 35 races that first year, which was amazing. But then the very first month of the next year, you had already surpassed that. And so a lot of people are wondering, what did it take for you motivation-wise to be able to accomplish that, to be able to have that great first year, but start out the following year with an even more distinctive goal?
Always wanting more, never being pleased with what you have. Like this summer, I told somebody I had a double stakes win at Louisiana Downs, but going into the day, I thought I could win 4. And the most aggravating part after you finish the day is, man, I was this close to winning 4. Still, I wouldn't say unhappy, but it just nags at you. You just want to win. It's not possible. You want to win everything.
You're a third generation horseman. I know your dad pretty well, Scott. I don't know your granddad, but were they ever as hungry and competitive as you are?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, in different ways.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Last year took you all over the planet. I mean, you had stakes wins at Evangeline Downs, Remington, Sam Houston, but also most importantly, that huge win in the Futurity up at Lone Star Park. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about Strong Promise. Such an incredible horse, starting with in 2021, spotting him at that TTA sale. And I kind of know a little history, but what I'd like to know is, what did you and your dad and Mr. Norman see when, you had the pedigree, but what did you see in terms of being able to make a selection, place a bid on that horse?
Athleticism, sometimes, you just pass up the page and look at athleticism compared to everything else. Sometimes a page can get you lost in a sense of, oh, this horse has no breathing, but, not every horse is bred to be a winner, but they can still be a winner.
And the fascinating thing, it's not a secret, but $125,000, that's a big purchase. And as such, for a trainer, you have a pretty big job to do in terms of getting them schooled, getting them ready for the races. I think I remember you saying from the first breeze at, was it Copper, when he first breezed at, in Copper?
When he breezed at the track.
At the track, okay. That you guys saw something that maybe you couldn't quite foresee when you signed the ticket.
Yeah, correct. At the sale, he didn't really breeze well. He breezed moderately, but he breezed in the session that the times were not very quick, but the gallop out was really strong. So went and looked at that, and we kind of had seen him breeze before at Copper Crown before the sale happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So kind of knew what he was.
Well, that's the fascinating part for me, is that you take a horse that you purchased as a yearling and you want to develop them, but you can't push them. And when did he sort of tell you, I'm on the right track, just let me do my thing?
Well, we bought him as a 2-year-old.
Oh, 2-year-old. Okay. And when did, at that point, after the breeze and everything, you had to get him ready. Well, then the crazy thing, he won 4 in a row. I mean, did you have any expectations that he would be able to pull that off?
Yeah, I thought he was really nice, and sometimes early horses you want to win early with them, and keeps them going. So, but now we're gonna give him a little break and get him ready for the Sales Derby here towards the end of the meet. So,
and making owners happy, probably not too hard with Robbie Norman, because he's a really good guy, but $125,000 already, what was I guess he finished this year with 4 wins from 7 starts and $219,000, so pretty good return on the investment, and obviously still got the 4-year-old campaign coming up.
Yes ma'am, really good ROI on that one. So that's what you hope for with everyone, and sometimes his ROI helps the other ones that bought and just weren't so good. So it's really just, you know.
Yeah, that is difficult. I mean, I think the hard part about, you want to make your owners happy, and then you have to manage these stables. One of the things that fascinates me about you is that you're multi-state. You've got Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, even Prairie Meadows. What does it take in a day to be able to figure out which horses are going to fit the right spots and how you're going to get them there?
Just plan accordingly. Look at the book, see what you like, see how the horse is doing, and what you think their ability is going forward.
That's a lot. I mean, you put it into one sentence, but that's a lot. All right, Jayde, let's talk about Texas racing. Obviously, you had some good wins for the last 2 years. You've got 28 stalls here. What is it? It seems like a lot of things are really good with the purses and the House bill assistance. What drew you to wanting to start your year in Texas?
Purse structure, competitiveness. It's pretty competitive meets, and you know, it's really enjoy the racing here. You know, brings people out, have crowds. It's just nice to be here.
And it's our 30th anniversary. The meet, which began on January 5th and will go to April 8th, so you got plenty of racing opportunities. How do you feel about nighttime on Friday and daytime Saturday, Sunday?
When you win, it doesn't matter, so hopefully we'll win a bunch and it won't matter.
Yeah, exactly. And then moving forward, obviously next is Lone Star Park. You had a great experience with Strong Promise at the sale a couple years ago. Is that something you're going to be targeting for you and your owners to be able to check those horses out in the training and make some purchases?
Yes, ma'am. That's what we look forward to every year, and that's kind of going to be the goal it's been the goal for a while now to win the sales fraternity, and you know, this year was lucky enough to win our first one and got 2 of them on the same day. So really makes you really excited to get the meet started and, you know, start finding the youngins.
Yeah, the youngins, that's right. And you know, of course, that was probably, would you say that was one of the most pivotal moments for you as a horseman, winning those 2 races on one day, and everybody was talking about you afterwards?
Yes, ma'am, I think so. It's really good.
Congratulations on a great afternoon. See, if you ever wake up and it's a terrible day, you could be this guy, and it ends up being an outstanding day. Jayde Gelner wins the Fillies division with divining humor. An outstanding filly indeed.
You're passionate about it. I mean, this is something you had your choice. You're a very intelligent guy. You could go to college, you could do a whole bunch of stuff, but what was it that said, no, I'm going to be a trainer, I'm going to rise up the ranks, and I'm going to win a lot of races?
I think it was competitiveness. You know, you don't get the feeling of anything else. You know, winning is addictive.
All right, so that's Jayde Gelner, rising star, and kind of a funny guy when you get him to smile. Great smile. We'll see more of that in 2024.